I'm Mark Conroy from High School Strength and Conditioning Coach, and I'd like to welcome you to Coach's Corner. Today we're at Milton Academy interviewing Steve Dowling, who's the head strength and conditioning coach here at Milton Academy, and is also the director of Elite Sports Training Summer Program. Steve, I want to ask you the first question here. What do you think are the most important factors in developing a sound high school strength and conditioning program?
Well, the important factors is there's definitely a lot. I think the number one thing that I think of if I'm going to, develop a program at a high school level, I need to find out what kind of space I have, and is there a place that I can designate an area to work with athletes. And some high schools have some really nice rooms. I'm very lucky to have a great weight room here at Milton Academy. I know other schools are kind of starting to build their own rooms and so forth. And so I think if you can at least start with a space and start to develop whatever you need from there as far as equipment, working with alums to try to get donations and try to start to build that program, I think that's key. The other one that I think of is to try to go in and make sure you have good communication with your coaches. I think for any coach that comes into a program, you need to sort of develop some respect amongst each other, communicate what you can do for their teams, talk a little bit about everything that a strength coach can do. It's not just always about weightlifting and developing strength programs. It's about helping them with their conditioning, with their practices, helping them with nutrition packages and so forth for their teams. Communicating about in-season training program with them and getting to know how their athletes are doing during the season and talk about injuries and so forth. So there's so many elements that you can do, but I think you really got to earn that respect, because if you don't have that and the coaches don't buy into what you're trying to do, it definitely rubs off on the athletes. It makes it a very difficult situation for a strength coach to develop programs and set goals if the coaches aren't really buying into what you're trying to do.
Yeah, that's great. So in other words, you're basically educating the coaching staff as to what your role can be.
Exactly.
What you can provide their teams,
exactly,
their athletes. Great.